Alright. Oh, that's not muted. Oh god. Stupid ads. Whenever I don't have Twitch muted. I always try to have my stream up, but then they're just ads. Anyway, need to finish exporting this. Not really new list, but I wanted to just try to re-upload a list onto Stream Decker because it just refused to accept my Brightling as my 15th sideboard card for some reason, and it was just really bothering me that I could only have 14 cards. So now we have a new deck list. And it's going to look the same as the old deck list, at least for a while. I might make some changes today, but I don't know like what I want. What's up, you Henny? Like I was talking about last time I streamed this deck, the sort of War and Peace and the Relic Order have kind of been the most medium cards in the deck right now, and I'm not sure like what I would want over them, but I kind of feel like there should be something. Chance I could like play third Revoker and move the Ballista back to the side. Are you still mad at me for disregarding Selvathelia? Oh yeah, hang on, let me ban you, Henny. Get out of my chat. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. People can have their own opinions, whatever. What else did I want to do? So War and Peace is okay. Yeah, that's kind of been my take on it. It's like, it's okay, but it's like, I don't really want it a lot. Yeah, I've got the 2 Chalices. The same with Relic Order. Like, it's fine. I boarded in a decent percentage of the time, but is it the best thing I can be doing right now? Let's go over my data, I guess. What have I been playing against the most? Oddly enough, I don't think my data quite represents the format at its core. It's what? D&T's number 1, Grixis Control's number 2, and then Dredge and Red Black Reanimator are tied for number 3. I played against Dredge 6 times. Which seems really silly, because that's definitely not a deck that I'm respecting that much. Although your Dredge matchup is fine. Dredge is the worst matchup. Again, sideboard cards, whatever. Could play like a Selfless Spirit if my data is actually correct. And then after that, it's like Ant and Maverick and Red Prison and Lands all at 5. Miracles and Grixis Delver at 4. Oh, 4 color loans at 5 as well. Grixis Delver at 4, Elves at 4, Tess at 3, so it kind of like spirals off from there. Sword Recruiter and Prelate is over Brightling and Sword of War and Peace. Yeah, that's is also fine. I could play like third Recruiter instead of the Sword of War and Peace. Maybe that's better. I don't hate that plan. Watching your stream with a Merfolk player today, so you can see what a real Viletech looks like. Well, I hope I do it justice. Hope we don't like just get dumpstered. But I haven't gotten. I guess last Friday I got like pretty wrecked, but I'll try my best. So I could play like third Recruiter here, but I'm just gonna like keep playing. I'm not like specifically interested in any one card at the moment, so maybe like look at other people's sideboard cards in the future. I think I'm just gonna like fire off this 75 again. Honestly, is it wrong to play 2 Prelates? Yeah, no, certainly not. It's fine. I find it like a little slow in some of the combo matchups, but it's really good against Sneak. It's really, really good against lands. And maybe it's like, maybe I want something to... How's the 4-color loam matchup with this deck? What's my record there? 4-1. I guess I don't really need to hedge that matchup. Especially I have 2 Cataclysms for like 4-color loam and Miracles and Grixis. I think Cataclysm's really good right now. Could play like a Gideon too, but that seems a little bit excessive. Alright, start the stream off with a really, really bad hand. Cool. I'm not really bad. This is like borderline keepable. But what is this hand good against besides Delver? This hand sucks against Grixis, sucks against Miracle, sucks against Combo. Good against, it's real good against Turbo Depths. I don't think this hand is keepable, though. Good against, like, Miracle and Turbo Depths. And I guess it's also really good in the mirror, right? Maybe that is enough of a reason to keep it. Good in the mirror, good against Delver. Really bad against combo. We have a port at least on turn 2, but then like port into casting a 3/1 flyer for 3 seems a little bit anemic. I think we can get better 6, especially on the play. Oh yeah, this is a slightly better 6. At least we have like a 2-drop. And we got this Ballista. But I'm looking at 6-2, so. This hand is equally bad against combo decks, but now we're much better if opponents on... Oh. If we're on the draw, snap off this file on top. But on the play... Don't think I want this. We just want more lands at this point. Playing a turn 2 Vial here just like makes this hand really, really clunky. Maybe we're in the mirror and this hand is just gas. Stoneforge for GT, have Ballista and Wisp and Plow. Ooh. It could actually be the mirror. Am I supposed to just, like, snap off grabbing GT against Caracas? Like, no, there's not that many other decks that play Caracas, right? I could, like, go for the medium plan and grab sort of Fire and Ice, because that's good against, like, the rest of the Caracas decks. But what did my opponent do with their mulligan? They bottomed, so they might have kept, like, 1 land bottom. I think I'm going to get GT. Because there are not a lot of decks that lead with Caracas. It's going to be really embarrassing when my opponent goes, like, Tundra and plays their own Mystic or something. Lands does. If lands just kept Caracas Pass, then... Alright, yep, definitely not lands. Yeah, it could be, like, Miracles or Blue-White Stoneblade of some kind. So it's not guaranteed that this GT is insane, but I think the predominant amount of turn 1 Caracas Go decks are... I'm wrong. D&T. So it's Esper Stoneblade, then? This GT kind of blows. Wish I would have got the sort of Fire and Ice, but again, can't like, predict all that jazz. Could have led with Caracas just so they have the Plow up, and then, because they're not going to Brainstorm on turn 1, but they can't shuffle here, at least. What am I doing next turn? Ballista on 1? Port? Ooh, never mind, we're gonna Flicker Wisp Wasteland. They could force this if they want, but... Yeah, we're just gonna Wasteland their Underground Sea. Yeah. I guess... But does Esper... Can Esper afford a Caracas? Esper Stoneblade? I guess. They could probably play, like, 1. Like, they have, like, Click, maybe, and then Hedge for the Sneak and Show / Reanimator matchups. Certainly Esper. Thought sees me. Alright. I think we're just gonna port them. Beat down. I don't know what they're actually take here. Still not 100% certain what type of deck they're on. But it's gotta be Esper Stoneblade. It's like the only Esper deck in the format. If you're playing like fair Esper cards, I don't know what else you would be doing. Like, I don't know what your other plans are as your Source of Plowshares, Brainstorm, Thoughtseize deck. Yeah, they take the Ballista just so I don't have as many threats. Man, now I really want to play Recruiter of the Guard. They brainstormed the turn prior, so this turn they drew 1 card. So they're actually still down their other... They have their other brainstorm card on the top of their deck still. I wonder if I could take a turn off and just go grab another Wisp. Yeah. My best guess is Esper Blade now, or just... My second guess would be some jank Esper deck, like Esper Mentor or some nonsense, that could also still just be playing Stoneforges. So I have no guarantees that they're missing land drops. They can't also cast a True Name next turn. I think we're just gonna slam Recruiter. Go get, like, more Wisps. Hopefully they're not on main deck Zealous Persecution. Yeah. So they can't, like, cast True Name, which is the card I'd be most scared of. So next turn I might actually just pour this Tundra. Start beating down for 4. What if they cast, like, Lingering Souls here? I don't think anyone plays Lingering Souls in this deck anymore. Snap Plow. Snap Thoughtseize. Okay. It's fine. I kind of want to draw a land here now so I can play GT and port them. Wow, they took the GT, not the Wisp? That seems very wrong. I'm really concerned my opponent just has, like, GT in hand, and they're just gonna, like, play Equip GT to Snapcaster or wreck my life. I kind of want to, like, Plow plus Port now. I'm actually terrified of just natural GT plus 4th land. The obvious value play would just Flicker Wisp Recruiter again. Why on earth would they, like, Thoughtseize the GT here? Because I have Plow, right? So they can't even, like, they can't feasibly just GT me out of this game. I'm trying to figure out how we lose versus, like, I think the only way we lose is just slamming GT or something here. I'm okay with just porting this Tundra. I think we're just going to pass. As much as I really want to play this Wisp, I think we're already pretty ahead. I don't want to lose to something silly. Go to 9, grab another blue source. Yeah, play around with B2, don't just make, like, greedy plays because they seem the best. Because we're already, like, pretty ahead in terms of what's going on right now. And I can more safely deploy another Wisp once they have nothing in place. So they can't just connect with a GT here. Again, I still just, like, don't even know that they're playing Umezawa's GT in their deck. This is going to be a really good main deck Zealous Persecution. They just shuffled on their Ponder, notably. Chat lag is annoying. I say... oh yeah, that's all good. That happens a lot. Target Recruiter here. I could, like, target Wisp to target Recruiter, but then I get more wrecked by, like, a Source of Plowshares there. I'd rather have 2 Wisps in play than a Wisp and a Recruiter. Just go grab another Wisp. We can Wisp out a threat for, like, lethal attack here. If they play True Name, we can just attack with 2 Wisps. Revoke GT or something, just to play it real safe. We could even beat a GT as it sits right now, because they go to 1 off this attack. I think the only thing I lose to here is, like, main deck Toxic Deluge or something like that. Yeah, there's dead. Cool. Toxic Deluge, Zealous Persecution, or something like that. So what's the plan here? I don't actually know what my opponent's doing. We saw Thoughtseize Brainstorm, Ponder, Swords, Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, Flicker Wisp Recruiter Chains just feel insane. Why do I bring in Chalices against all those 1-drops? Probably not, because, like, all the blue decks have that many 1-drops, and... I think I'm going to board as if they're Esper Blade, which is just blue-white Blade that plays Thoughtseize and, like, Zealous Persecution and stuff in the sideboard. It's just going to be Snapcasters, Stoneforges, True Names, and, like, maybe Baleful Strix. So we definitely want these Council's Judgments. I think... Pretty sure we want this Relic Order, even though we didn't see a Stoneforge. These Plows are probably the worst card in my deck. Could bring in the 4th Equipment. Could bring in the Brightling. Brightling's not great against True Name or Baleful Strix, though. Could bring in, like, any of these cards. Or just, like, leave in a single, the Miser's Plow. It might just be on, like, some Esper control deck, too, in which case I might lean towards something like Cataclysm, but I'll bring that in Game 3 if it comes to that. Notably, I could also cut some number of Crusaders if I wanted to bring in more of this stuff. Yeah, like, do I even like... Sword of War Beast is okay. It protects... It's like pro-plow. Bring it in, why not? Ship it like that. The important cards are the Council's Judgment and probably the Leon and Relic Order. Deal. We just have, like, Wasteland them a bunch. Yeah, Council's Judgment nuts. Opponent mulliganed again. This hand's great. We have turn 1 Vial into Wasteland every one of my opponent's lands. And since they're Esper Blade and not Blue-White Blade, these Wastelands have a lot more targets. Thoughtseize. No, my Aether Vial. Or my other 2 cards, actually. But the Aether Vial is the tempting thing, so like I don't just get Wasteland, or I don't just Wasteland them. Man, I think I want to just snap off Wasteland on the Scrubland. My opponent has 4 cards left in hand. They scry to the bottom on their mulligan. It's really tempting to just Wasteland them here. Because I'm not doing anything till turn 3 anyway. Yeah, we're going to go for maximum upside. They just play Underground Sea, Ponder. Oh, even worse, Island. They didn't cantrip at least, so... See, now we just went back to turn 1, essentially. Which is, like, usually the baseline scenario in which Wastelanding them... Or, what Wastelanding them does. We just set both of our... We just go back a turn. Which is fine, because we have nothing else to do. Wow! Opponent drawing all these basics. Alright, they're our Blade deck. Figured it out. Put my Masterpiece, Sword of War and Peace back in my sideboard. I mean, I don't know. War and Peace is okay. Never been super impressed. Need the Council's Judgment them if they have a True Name here. It's nothing, huh? I guess I should play around Snapcaster. No, I can play Crusader, right? Because Crusader or Snapcaster Mage won't be able to attack into a Crusader with the GT. And if they remove it, then the GTA will just get counters, and then I can Council's Judgment it. The only bad thing is if they have like a force for this Council's Judgment, we're probably dead. But I think we can just pretty reasonably just cast this Crusader. No Snapcaster. If Council Judgment for a True Name or this GT. Probably playing 3-drop plus Wastelanding next turn if they play a basic, or play a non-basic. What is this? 4-drop? Jace? Jace down tick, maybe, on the Crusader. I have to Council's Judgment it away. Wasteland the Tundra. Yeah, Jace. Yep. Might not even Wasteland here, because me getting up on land seems pretty relevant. I can't cut my opponent off of anything meaningfully. Could get greedy and Revoker the Jace. That seems astoundingly greedy, especially because we can't, like, double spell this turn anyway. We can always just Revoker the GT. I don't think I want to Wasteland them. I want to be double spelling at some point. My opponent only has 2 cards left in hand. This feels like bait for, like, a True Name. But we have the tools to at least slow down a True Name with Revoker on GT and such. they equip if they're smart. I guess they might have a spell as the last card, but it's much worse for me if they equip here. Deal. This makes Revoker way better because they won't even get counters. They need their last card to be a removal spell for this Phyrexian Revoker. And then at that point I can, like, recruiter up a Leonin Relic Warder. We're in an okay spot. A little bit precarious, but... even if they, like, Plow Revoker, untap, connect with GTA, we still have a Recruiter to go do something. Oh, Zealous Persecution, sure. So we can recruit Relic Warder or recruit another Revoker to beat this GTA. Probably a Relic Warder just to de-equip it and get the counters off as well. I mean, they're going to kill my Recruiter in response, but... Cat, what are you doing? Get out of here. That sucks. Cat, stop it. Oh, they're grabbing Batter Skull? That's fine. We can beat that. We have a Crusader. Cat, stop that. Get out of here. Sorry, Cat. Trying to knock something off the wall. This is fine. I'm glad they didn't have, like, a sword here or something scary. We could beat a Batter Skull. I guess they can equip it to the True Name, which is absolutely horrifying, but... maybe they'll kill the Relic Warder in response. That would be awfully convenient. Dang, this up line. So, I think the new plan is just suit up a Mirren Crusader before they find a thing to take this Relic Warder off the board. And play Mom plus Crusader too. Mom helps protect the Relic Warder. Mirren Crusader with Sword and Batterskull beats True Name with Batterskull. Oh, damn it. Opponent drawing Running Stone Fortress. Oh, they only have 2 equipment. Oh, thank God. We're alive. This does nothing. Oh, Romario Vidal. Thanks for the host. Last time I hosted you, I remember you saying that you felt bad you couldn't, because I'm always on, like, right before you, but now I'm on after you, it appears. Hope your stream went well. Thanks for the host. So we could I can Stoneforge for my GTA, or my sort of War and Peace. I think I want Mom down, though. Could also Wasteland my opponent here, just to hopefully prevent them from equipping their Batterskull next turn. It's probably okay. Wasteland Caracas because we have 4 Thalias in our deck, and we can't really take them off of blue reasonably. So we need to dodge a removal spell for, like, 1 turn here. Alright, so they can't equip over the True Name, which is kind of garbage, but we should... Actually, wait, are we dead? Because this is actually just a 2-turn clock, right? This might be unfortunate. I hadn't factored that into my calculations, that I don't actually, like, have the Batterskull fast enough to gain any life. I mean, like, draw GTA here. Oh, yeah, I think we're actually dead to this. Can't flicker my Relic Warder. I guess I could... If I equip to Crusader... No, they just... I could equip to Crusader, Pro Blue it. No, then they just block. I wasn't factoring that this was, like, exactly 2 turns before I died. But I don't think there's that much we could have done about that. We even, like, wastelanded them to hope that they couldn't equip the Battle Scroll this turn, but... Not quite good enough. Tutor GT, play GT, don't have enough mana to equip it. Same with Sword. Recruiter doesn't do anything. I guess I could actually draw 2 cards, right? Because it already has Pro Blue with the Sword. I can give it Pro White, and then draw... I don't think I can actually draw anything, but let's find out. I draw, like, land plus Flicker Wisp. Flicker the Batter Skull off of it or something like that. Draw a sword and sword your creature. I don't have any swords in my deck right now. I boarded them all out. But that would have been an option, yeah. Just gonna shoot my opponent's Stoneforges. Oh, we drew the Flicker Wisp, we didn't draw the land. So we could have flickered my Relic Order, given them back the GT, take the Batter Skull, but then they have a True Name with a GT on it, which is... Then I can, like, recruit... revoke the GT, but then we're at 1 at that point. I think we're dead regardless, but we're definitely dead now because we drew nothing. It's unfortunate. Alright, so now we know for sure that they're on Esper Blade, which means these Chalices I don't want. This Brightling I don't even really want in my deck, but it might just be one of the better cards. Plow sucks against Stoneblade. Chalice isn't great because they can just be with True Name and equipment, which we need answers for. Ballista actually is kind of not great either. I'm not sure if there are any, like, worse cards, or, like, any more cards to bring in here. Cataclysm. Cataclysm's not very great against the True Name decks. They just keep a True Name and kill you with it, especially True Name Stoneblade decks, because they can keep a True Name and an equipment and kill you with those. If they were more controlling and less just, like, True Name Stoneforge beatdowns, then I'd be in for a Cataclysm. Argument that, like, GT, these cards are all like, they're all not great, but Brightling's really bad against True Name. Ballista's kind of bad against their deck. Maybe it's worth bringing in Chalices just because they might be better than, like, these things. Chalice on 1, especially on the play, can actually, like, do a pretty decent number. Shame no opponent's aggro. Yeah, I don't have any, like, Blessed Alliances, but I do have Council's Judgment to answer True Names. What's up, Palladian? There's a chance I shouldn't have taken the bait on that Jace. When they slammed Jace to bounce the Crusader, I could have just, like, redeployed creatures. Because I felt like it was bait for a True Name, and then it was. Then we died with the True Name pretty easily. But I also could have just died to a Resolve Jace. They just brainstorm into Plows, and I just never take it off the table. I think I don't hate Chalice in this matchup. Cut that, and... GT, I think. GT is pretty bad. And we already have 3 other equipment, so let's try that. I wonder if I even have an Esper Stoneblade category on my spreadsheet. Man, I'd like to put in an Aether Vial and play on turn 1. This hand's good, though, so... We'll keep and hope to God we find more lands. Opponent's rolled to 6 a lot. They did thrash me on a 6 last game, though. So we have Mom to Stoneforge for Batterskull or War and Peace. Depends on how this next turn goes. Use Chalice on 3 and they can't cast TNN. Well, if I get to 6 mana before they have a True Name, I'll consider that as an option. Alright, I'm gonna just Stoneforge for Batterskull here, because my opponent did not kill my mom, so the Stoneforge is very likely to be able to untap. And I want more threats into play, especially because we might not hit our third land, and we need to, like, play cards. Also, mom disincentivizes me from wanting Sword of War and Peace, because Sword of War and Peace is primarily pro-plow. And we already have the mom to protect against Swords of Plowshares. Don't know why they just, like, fetched Basic Island past. Just for that F6 value, I suppose. Could have got really punished if I just wanted to port them this turn, but maybe they have a spell to cast on Instep, I don't know. Nope. Maybe they... What did they do with their Scry? Maybe they scryed at the bottom. Maybe they decided that their scry to the bottom was bad, and they wanted it back. It's kind of rude, but we have double equipment at least. But probably... I want to think they'll take the Sword of Fire and Ice or the Council's Judgment. Then we can hopefully just beat them down with a Batterskull. Yep. This feels like True Name's coming. I'd love to draw like a Wasteland. Or a third land of most kinds. I'm just going to develop the Batterskull. Could, like, jam Brightling or Recruiter here, but I'm good for just slamming a Batterskull onto the table. The trouble is, now that I haven't had Chalice in the early turns, I'm going to top deck a Chalice on, like, turn 7. It's just going to be the worst. Whereas it's like, oh, I would have loved to draw a Umezawa's GT here, or a Walking Ballista. This feels like fetch True Name. No. Stoneforge deal. We have Mom to answer a GT. Mom, and then we also have Council Judgment. Or this Brightling. We have a lot of options. You got a thing on your main too, Revenant? Cantrip? Thoughtseize? So if we draw a land, even if we don't draw a land, I think I'm just going to slam Brightling. Brightling also helps to Stonewall GTA triggers if they're not on a True Name. I do have a spell to cast. How's Brightling been? Brightling's been fine. It's not super impressive, but I have a worry that, like, Miracles is out in force in paper rather than online where people can switch decks easily. I feel like there's also a lot of people playing Miracles in paper, and I'm playing a couple paper tournaments in the coming months, so I want to kind of prepare for that. Oh, they're going to Thoughtseize this Council's Judgment, and that could end very badly for me. I may need to just tutor a Phyrexian Revoker to beat this GT. Would love to draw a Wasteland. Try to keep them off of being able to do things efficiently. They don't have double blue yet. Yes, they don't have double blue yet, but they fetched a basic swamp, so I don't think they're concerned about that right now. Wow, the Brightling. Deal. Kind of surprised at that take. So they're playing for this Germ. Do they have like a Disenchant? I think I'm just gonna recruit Flicker Wisp. Def could have had yeah, they could have had double blue if they wanted it. So they just don't have a True Name, or they just have more lands or something. Yeah, I could also pour them off double blue if I'm worried about True Name. But we have the Council's Judgment. Since they Thoughtseize my Brightling, I'm not as concerned about True Name yet. I can slam Jace, it just doesn't do anything here. Just a 4-mana Brainstorm. Just equip and attack. Do it. Equip Second Stoneforge. Alright, that makes slightly more sense, I guess. Grab Batterskull, sure. I think we're just gonna take this GTA off the table, so I don't have to play around it. Because they could, like, removal spell Mom, equip GTA, try to get some triggers or something. I don't want to have to worry about that. Although I could try to set up lethal. Let's attack with the Batterskull first, see what happens. They might chump block. Yeah. Chump blocking makes sense. Could just wisp my Recruiter, go get... Could also, like, wisp my Stoneforge, go get Sword of War and Peace. It's definitely an option that's on the table. How much damage would it do? Assuming they get 2 cards in their hand, they'll have 2 cards in hand, and I have 1, 2, 3, plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They would die unless they're down to, like, 0 cards in it, I think. Yeah, I like that. Wisp the Stoneforge. Also play the second Mom. I guess this kind of plays into a... This plays a little bit into a Zealous Persecution. Hello, cat. But we'll still have Batterskull and Stoneforge post Zealous Persecution. Oh god, those claws are sharp. And then we might be able to just kill them with a Sword of War and Peace, so not terribly concerned. If they Zealous Persecution, we just give Pro White to one of our... to the Batterskull, I guess? Sure. Negative cats weird me out. They weird a lot of people out. This attack seems ambitious. What am I blocking with? I guess the Germ. If they swords the Germ or something, I don't really care. What, Zealous? That's fine. Still give this Germ Pro White. So your thing doesn't trigger? I think they're dead? Oh no, I don't have... Do I have lethal here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No, I have lethal if I draw a land, because I can just cast the sword. Sweet. Guess they could force this, but I think they boarded out all their forces. Yeah, now this is lethal. Got him. So yeah, I wasn't super concerned about Zealous Persecution there. Zealous Persecution and Plow would have been bad, but I don't think my opponent's mana could have even cast that. I think they had double Island. They had, like, cast Zealous pre-combat, and I pro-white one of my guys, and then they Plow it, and then they get the GTA triggers. Then we still have Council Judgment to clean up. But, yeah. The attack there was not what my opponent should have done. They could have just equipped and Zealous Persecution and passed. Then they're still going to get railed by my sword. And also the Council Judgment. I don't think I've played against Esper Stoneblade before online. Oh no, right there. Once. So now twice. We won game 1, lost game 2, won game 3. Easy win. Oh wow, that was fast. It's definitely some close game. The first one, I guess, not super close. I forget how the first one went, quite honestly. Can I, like, have a hand with Aether Vial in the start? I haven't cast an Aether Vial yet. Wait, did I? No, I don't think so. Sand's keepable. It's very good still, but it just doesn't have an Aether Vial. But we have Mom and Dathalia. Most of our hand is castable. Sand's still great. Opponent, right at the bottom. Always important to pay attention to your opponent's scries, which I'm definitely bad at doing in Moto because it's just like a little thing off to the side of the screen rather than in real life, which you can watch them do it. Ooh. Hope this is Red Prison, not Eldrazi Stompy, but either way we should be okay. This is just a Chalice. Yeah. Rip second Mom, but God, I want to Wasteland that so bad. I think I'm just going to play Thalia, though. Wasteland it next turn. Throw on Red Prison, this game might already be over. Throw on Eldrazi Stompy, there's definitely still a game to be had. Really hoping for Red Prison. Throw on Eldrazi Stompy, I would have definitely just Stoneforged there instead, but I think Red Prison's more popular nowadays. I don't know why, but I've run into a lot more Red Prison recently than... Oh no, Thought-Knot's here? Man, the Supreme Punish. Oh, Mana Reshaper, deal. So it is Eldrazi, but now we get to Wasteland my opponent. This Mother of Runes is delegated to chump blocking or protecting from dismembers. Man, worst draw on the deck. We're going to develop Stoneforge now instead of porting. I don't think I'm going to attack either. I don't want to give them lands. We're just going to Stoneforge for a Batterskull here and Wasteland them. Could also grab GTA because we have Thalia. But Batterskull is also just insane. For Batterskull, it's easiest on my mana. Could attack to try to raise, but I actually don't want my opponent to find lands. At least until I like set up Batterskull. I don't want them to be able to Thought-Knot me. So if I get Batterskull into play, I might be able to attack into this. Wasteland. Oh man. Wasteland fight. This might go poorly for one of us. Please attack. Do it. Attack. They'll lose the race horribly. Land, please? Oh, thank God. Oh, and it's a Wasteland, so we get to put in Batterskull and then Wasteland them. This game should be over pretty soon. Got more soul lands. Luckily we have Batterskull to beat a Thought-Knot. Ooh, Smasher. Double Smash. Oh, jeez. Endbringer is significantly harder to beat. Was not playing around with this. Shit. How do we win now? Really wish I had a GTA here. GTA would be very slow at killing this Endbringer, though. Well, that's garbage. I just don't think we can win now. All of a sudden, this game went from like pretty well in my favor to Soul Edge, Double Spirit Guide, Endbringer, just completely swinging the game around. We're like huge dogs in this game all of a sudden. I can't even, like, wasteland them, because I need my lands to cast my actually relevant spells, like this Mirroring Crusader, stuff that doesn't die to this Endbringer. We need, like, Flicker Wisp, and Plow, and Third Land, or something like that. Phyrexian Revoker would be a very good one. But we can't even, like, we can't wasteland them. So we're just stuck sitting here, slowly dying to this Endbringer. At least they don't have ways to activate this to draw cards without taking a bunch of damage. Yeah, sure, paying off the folio. Wait, what? Why'd they ping off the Thalia and then they just have this Caracas? Whatever. You draw, like, Argite. Third Land is nice. Third Land lets me play this Crusader, which has text, at least. We're still under the iron fist of my opponent's Endbringer, though. Gonna draw a card. They're getting pretty low. We might be able to, like, try to sneak out some lethal damage here, but they have two mana reshapers, which are probably just on chump blocking duty until the end of time. They can only draw so many more cards. Probably gonna wasteland any soul land that isn't an Ancient Tomb, just so they can't draw cards without losing life. GTA would be a good draw. They'd have to be using Endbringer aggressively to stop GTA, and then we can attack with, like, our other creature. Like, equip Crusader with GTA, attack with both, or attempt to attack with both. Don't know if that's worth going to 4-4. Getting pretty low. They're not gonna ping me. Oh yeah, I'll ping the mom, fair. Alright. Best draw on the deck. Perfect. Now we just need to draw the 4th mom and the 4th Thalia. They decided to start pinging me, because if they draw another card, then their Ancient Tombs are just completely shut off. There's definitely an argument for me Wasteland's Caracas, but I think I want to save the Wasteland for a Soul Land. Because Caracas doesn't actually even produce colorless for them. Yeah, I want to Wasteland this Temple. I'm going to Wasteland this Temple, and then, like, immediately draw Recruiter with the Guard, or Flicker Wisp the next turn. What is the plan here? Land number 4. It's not bad. Especially because I'm going to use this Wasteland now. Eventually, the plan might just get to 5. No, 5 lands doesn't work, because Endbringer can just brick wall the Crusader as soon as he finds a colorless source. So equipping Batterskull Crusader is probably not in the cards. Probably like find Flicker Wisp, flicker my Stoneforge, go get Sword or GT. Probably GT. Just go tap their source of mana that doesn't cost them life. Opponent, I don't know what they're thinking about here. Yeah, ping my face, pass the turn. Ooh, Flicker Wisp. Alright. So, Flicker Wisp is going to die as Endbringer, but we can... So Flicker Wisp, attack with both my guys doesn't seem like a good plan. My opponent just blocks both of them. I do get to take... Wait a minute. I take both the... maybe that is an okay plan. I could Flicker Wisp the Endbringer, take both the Reshapers off the table, and then either Crusader or Germ is lethal, but they get to draw 2 cards, essentially. So they could, like, just play a blocker. I think the better plan is go get a GT. Putting GT on Crusader puts some severe pressure on my opponent to find a colorless source, so they can prevent my Crusader from attacking. Yeah, kill the Flicker Wisp, sure. So if you're a land here, you're just going to ping me past, it looks like. Hopefully we top deck a land. Another Wisp, huh? I think the GT is still better. Especially because I don't really need to go get the sword. I can use this Flicker Wisp in the future turns. Don't have to use it right now. Would have loved to have found a land, though. Going to 2. They're desperate. I guess because they know I have the inevitability on my side now, because I have this GT. They need to find lands that aren't Ancient Tomb really badly. Next turn I can actually just start porting them, or in the future turns I can start porting them down. They found a colorless source. So if we draw a land, we can still actually connect with the GTA, but we didn't. So what's the plan now? If I equip GTA, my opponent can just prevent that creature from attacking, but then we can attack with the other one. So I could just equip to Batterskull and go to or equip to Crusader and go to combat. They prevent that from attacking. I attack with the Germ. They block with 1 Reshaper. They had to draw more cards, but we're out of the point of trying to get them off of colorless sources. So then next turn we can also use the Flicker Wisp more proactively to try to kill them. Let's see. Let's equip to the Crusader. I go to combat. They prevent the Crusader from attacking. We attack with the Batterskull. Yeah. So they'll chump block with like a Reshaper. They might. I don't think they'll double block. That seems incredibly risky. To me, at least. Because I can just like replay this Batterskull over the course of a couple turns by picking it up and putting it back into play. Yeah, that block makes a lot more sense. Reveals another Wasteland, sure. So what do they have now? Oh, that's not good. Soul Answer. Well, we definitely did not want to see. Gives them access to like a huge number of cards in their hand that they could just cast. Well, that's not the worst if like that's their best. They can't draw a card and yeah, they have to ping me. They can't draw a card and prevent this GT trigger. So what do I do here? Just do the same thing I did last turn, I think, and then decide from there. I have to do it in the beginning of combat, or yeah, or move the GT over. Prevent them from attacking, sure. Attack with the Batterskull. Block again. Ooh, they double block. Deal. Love to see that. What do they reveal off these guys? I might just wisp this Batterskull now. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, that's even more horrifying. Holy crap. That was not a good series of hits there, that's for sure. What's my plan now? I could port plus just casting a creature doesn't do a lot. The issue is now they can actually just Endbringer my Crusader to stop it from attacking. Or stop it from attacking or blocking, and then suit up their factory and hit me with the GT. With just the one creature in play, they can't just GT hit me because I get the Crusader. Oh, this is really garbage. I'll draw a land next turn and try to swing for lethal. I cast 2 Moms plus activate port, I guess. That's probably pretty okay. Oh, wait, no, I can't cast any Moms. They have 2 Chalices in play. I wasn't going to do anything with that mana anyway, but I might have as well. Might have as well played the Thalia there, but they have the Caracas, so they don't even need the Endbringer to kill a Mom. Also, notably, we're not going to port them unless they actually animate this factory and equip the GT to it, because I'd much rather like pick up this Batterskull to put it back into play. Because if they just equip to Endbringer and attack, I can block with the Crusader. And mine lives, I think. Because I can deal it 2 first strike, get 2 counters, pump my Crusader to a 6/6, and then my counters go on before my opponent's because active player triggers and then non-active player triggers. So my Crusader would live through a GT fight. this looks like they're... Oh, they have a wasteland too, so they can wasteland my port and kill him with this factory? Oh, this is so bad. If this is their plan. I mean, this is so bad for me, not a bad play. This is all fine so far. They can prevent my Crusader from attacking or blocking. We go to beginning of combat. Why does he still have priority here? Yeah, we tap this down. Unfortunately, we're one off lethal here. I actually moved the GT over to my Stoneforge and get a GT trigger. Oh, they might be playing a creature here, and that's why they play the eye. No. Five mana. Wait, isn't this just lethal, right? I can equip the Battle Scroll to the Stoneforge to attack with both? Unless they have, like, a Dismember. No, they can't cast Dismember. They're at 2 life. I think this is just lethal. They can only prevent one from attacking or blocking. Or just straight up block one. Whew. That was a tough game to navigate. Ugh. That Endbringer really put me under the gun. It was an easy game, yeah, exactly. Never didn't have it. Yeah, easy. Sometimes I like Cataclysm's matchup. Less so on like the Eldrazi Stompy variants versus the Eldrazi Post variants, but Cataclysm's still decent against like the million soul land deck, especially because it can also function as a almost Wrath. Let's cut cards first. Prelate sucks. Mom sucks. Thalia kind of sucks, but these are the cards that are for sure. Definitely willing to shave 2 Thalia, at least. Thalia is decent with equipment, which is her only real upside. Because she has First Strike, she can actually block a Thought-Knot Seer with, like, a Thalia with a GT or something like that. There's an argument for just, like, cutting all the Thalias and just playing these Cataclysms. I kind of like it. Thalia is like, very mediocre. My opponent also has some number of Karakas in their deck. So, I could also cut Ballista. Ballista's pretty weak here. Yeah, I think Ballista's actually worse than Thalia is. Doesn't shoot anything. It's just very small. It can prevent a GT trigger by, like, blocking and pinging, but very minimally relevant. God, these hands suck, but you just have to keep them. I'm just gonna keep my, like, 5th non-Aether Vial hand in a row. Put a mulligan to 6, we have a Plow and a Revoker, and some good 3s, and we're on the draw. I think I have to keep this hand. This Plow helps me deal with, like, a turn 2 Thought-Knot. Mull to 5, alright. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, my opponent, the game has ended. My opponent mulls to 5 and concedes. We did it. We did it, chat. We vanquished the Eldrazi Menace in a very well-fought game 2. Where's Eldrazi on this list? I should really just alphabetize this instead of organizing it by number of matches I've played against it, because I like to see like the meta breakdown for the decks I played against personally, so see what the top tier decks are, but in terms of trying to find decks, it's very obnoxious. Easiest set of our life. Yeah, that game 2 was definitely way harder than our game 1, that's for sure. What did this update? Eldrazi stop. 3663. I think I said 3 times. What did it update? Or did I? Oh no, I did update this already. Because it's after 3 more matches, I'll be at 30. Yeah, this is correct. It's like you didn't even get to play cards game 2. I mean, that's not the first time my opponent is like my Eldrazi opponent has conceded an entire match, basically. But when I was playing Red White Taxes like last week or something, I went turn 4 Magus of the Moon, and then they just conceded in game 1. They just conceded the whole match. They didn't even like try to play game 2. Mom caught him not doing homework and he had to leave. Yeah, maybe he was busy and it's like, oh, time to go. But there's an argument that like my opponent just molded a 5, and they didn't mold a 4, but they also didn't keep their 5. They could have just seen their 5 and been like, I'm not molding a 4. Fuck this, I'm out. Which is definitely a thing when you're playing a stompy deck. Sometimes you just have like these real stinkers for hands. Oh wait, can you guys actually like, has my mic been like really bad today? Because this mic is actually just like way back here and I didn't notice. Has my audio just been like real bad quality? I hope not. Maybe it was somehow picking up my voice back there. This mold should have been Mimic and 2. Yeah, just mold of 3, have Eldrazi, Temple, Eye of Ugin. Oh, they need like 4 cards to have like Eldrazi, Temple, Eye of Ugin, Thought Knot, and Mimic or something. This hand sucks in the blind. It's like almost keepable. Double Folly is miserable. I'm gonna mold this. This hand's have much better 6s than this. Then we're gonna keep this hand. We're gonna play against Storm. I'm gonna feel like an idiot for not keeping the double Thoughtseize hand. We finally get to play an Aether Vial before turn 1 Thoughtseize on Aether Vial. This is just like Eldrazi again. Chalice on 1 me. Oh, they actually Chalice on 1 me is like really annoying. Damn it. We're just never gonna play Aether Vial! Why? Opponents, why won't you let me cast Aether Vial? I'm sorry, wait, was it Hondo that came in and was like, I wanted to show my friend how real Aether Vial decks play, and we just haven't cast an Aether Vial for 3 matches. Opponent on double waste, can't even wasteland him, but they're going like soul and thought on me after this. Damn it! I just want to cast Aether Vial! Is that so much to ask for? Oh, thank God, there's attacking. I have nothing. Put this in the. I could flicker with this Chalice. We need to get our 1-drops online, namely the Swords of Plowshares. But I think getting the Flicker Wisp down is better than getting the Crusader down anyway. Because I want to be able to plow stuff in the future. And before, like, 2nd Chalice on 1 after I flicker this. I'll be so mad. The sad thing is I'm just, like, never going to cast this vial still. I just want to flicker with the Chalice to unlock my plow. I'm going to cast Crusader this turn. No, Chalice on 1! No! Stop! Stop! Now I just need a recruiter for another Wisp. So I can beat these dang Chalices. I just want to put Aether Vial on the stack. I have yet to do so. Opponent 3rd Chalice? Come on, just do it. 3rd Chalice me, I dare you. Oh, Endless one, sure, whatever. It's a 2/2, I can't even trade with it now. Alright, we're gonna flicker with this Endless one and just, like, race them now. Because now we have another Wisp to Wisp the Chalice or something. and we just have substantially more board presence than my opponent does. I hope they say yes to this trigger. Oh, that'd be hilarious. They said yes to that trigger, make their Eldrazi move because 0/0 and kill it. Oh, I mean, if they have Thought Knot, like, we have plenty of stuff. Oh, Ballista X2, that's actually quite unfortunate. Now we have to, like, Wasteland the city. Maybe we don't. I'm just gonna take it. Deal. Could Wasteland City. Could just play another Wisp on this Walking Ballista. Could revoke the Walking Ballista, then they sack it to kill the Wisp. I want more in play. I really want to Wisp this Chalice is the issue, because my hand, I actually really do need these plows, because my opponent actually has mana at this point. I think the best play is probably Wasteland this city, though. Although I want them to... God, this is tough. I don't want them to be able to pump this. It's probably just... No, I need this Flicker Wisp. I guess it's a Revoker plus Wasteland and hope to find another land. Yeah. They ping the Ballista. We still name Walking Ballista in case they have another one. Priced into Wastelanding this. We're just never going to hit the third land and die now. Alright, that's definitely much better for us than them having a soul land. I think I'm going to trade with this Mimic. We're getting pretty low. And they easily have like Thought Knots and stuff in hand. Land, please, one time, land! They'll just like play, yeah, land 4. Reality Smasher me. Yep. Shocker. I found the land right on time. Just in time to Flicker Wisp this Chalice and then not have this plow. We are technically not dead on board, I guess, right? Oh, no, no, we're not. No, yeah, we are dead. I can block this and block that, but with a Flicker Wisp block, it just dies. Could play Crusader and trade. No, that dies too. Yeah, fuck. That was not the greatest game. Just drew like mono 1-drops into this double Chalice. Never had time to like wisp it out of the way to plow them. Wow, opponent just like chaining off lands off the top too. Dang it. This matchup's still good though, so I'm not terribly concerned. Just did not get particularly lucky that time around. Bring in the exact same cards we brought in last time. Cut all the Moms, most of the Thalias, and this Walking Ballista. Where's Ballista? I already cut it. Wait, what did I do? What did I do last time? Oh, the Prelate. Prelate's terrible. Deal. I think I may have been able to afford to, like, just let them untap with that Ballista, play the Wisp that turn, just to unlock these plows, because I could have then revoked the Ballista after, but then they, like, kill all my Flicker Wisps and stuff. Obviously, was playing around them having, like, Thought Knots rather than Smashers. Alright, we finally get to cast an Aether Vial. Game... It was... What is this game? 3, and then 2, and then 2. Game 7 that we have played today. Finally put an Aether Vial on the stack and resolve it. This hand is also very, very good with an Aether Vial. We actually get to, like, do our important stuff while supporting them. Chalice on 1. Spyglass, alright, we got nothing. Oh, they're gonna name Vial? No! Don't name my Aether Vial opponent! Stop! Don't name Schadenport, please. I just want it hat. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. The real downside to opponent having Urborg in play is that you have to click your basic lands twice, because now they can all tap for black. I'm so mad. Yeah, sure. Nice Eldrazi Mimic opponent. Why not? I'm just gonna port them. I don't want to get... Like, I can leave up a plow if I want, but I'm probably not going to be plowing anything. Unless they have, like, another Spirit Guide hand. Next turn I might Wisp the Spyglass and then Vial in a 3. Just to gain 3 mana that turn. I can still leave up a plow, too. Or I might just Wisp Mountain Land to keep plowing, depending on if they're hitting land drops. You got it. Yeah, they're missing land drops, so we're just gonna Flicker Wisp one of our own lands. Wisp the Spyglass talk. I mean, Wisp the Spyglass just lets me put in a 3-drop. Oh, jeez. That's a pretty good one, I would say. Now we're gonna actually Wisp the Spyglass again. They might actually name Port afterwards, but I'd love to have Aether Vial back online. I think. I'm gonna put in the other Wisp here. Oh wait, no, I'm done. Oh, no, I'm not. I was thinking I was gonna Wisp my own Wisp, but we're just gonna Wisp their Urborg. So now they'll probably name Port. And Dismember, maybe? No. Yes? I don't know. But now they'll probably name Port, in which case that'll let me Vial in this Brightling later. I guess they know it's in my hand, though. They could name Brightling, but it seemed to lose. It's still a 3-3. And they're a little short on stuff right now. Name Aether Vial again. Man, my opponent just does not want me to have any fun. Yeah, this looks like they're dismembering. Oh, they decided not to. Sure. Opponent's just letting me Schadenport them more, which I will accept. Especially if they just, like, miss a land here. Just start playing Brightling and stuff. I'm not going to win that race, opponent. Oh, they do have a land, which means we can't play Brightling, because we need to port that. But we can keep hitting land drops. And just race them. I'm really surprised they decided to, like, still name Aether Vial. When I could easily just be casting these spells, and they're taxed on lands. Chalice. This feels like a Chalice. Endless one. It's fine. I almost don't want to. I really need to get this Brightling into play, though. I think I'm just going to go Shields down on it and port their Ancient Tomb. They already used one Dismember. They generally don't have a lot of removal on this deck. We're pretty insulated against Thought Knot now, so we can tap out a white. The worst case is that they Chalice me, but then we're still just racing them pretty easily. I feel like Dismember, they have to take a ton of damage to do it anyway. Oh, no, they don't, because they have their board. That's fine. They want to try to race a Brightling. Thought not me. We have 2 removal spells. Sure. They'll take the Path, probably. They might take the Plow, because they do have 2 basic wastes in their deck, as we saw. Yeah, they took the Plow. Tackle the 4/4, sure. Hitting a lot of land drops. I guess I shouldn't have played that land. Oh, didn't matter. Why would it? Do I want to give this thing Vigilance? I can give it... I want to port them, so I have 3 mana left, so I can give it Lifelink plus... No, I don't want to give it Vigilance. I'd rather just give it Lifelink here. I'd love it if they attacked with these, like, dorky do-nothings. So now we just give it Lifelink. One, two, three, four, five. So if they want to play Smasher, then they still have to take 2 damage unless they have another land. And Smasher isn't even that scary. So it is lethal on the crackback. There's also the option of porting the factory, so they don't do that, but... Can't quite lethal me with factory plus Smasher, right? Yeah, not quite. Because they need to pay 1 mana. Oh no, it just taps? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, they still can't, yeah. That's how that works. Because they can just tap itself to be a 3/3, I kind of forgot. Oh, I shouldn't actually have 6 either, because I have this Brightling in play. I could have got punished by Dismember really badly there. Man, these draws have been so good. Now we can get Brightling Vigilance. So I port 1, he can just animate the other. one's he animating? He's notably not animating the non-summoning sick one, which is smart. So my opponent double blocks. The port doesn't do anything, right? So my opponent can still just block with a 2-2 and a 3-2, so I'll let this happen. I think I'm just going to pick up the Breitling here. No, what happens if they draw Smasher? Maybe I just need to gain a bunch of life and kill their things and have to kill them with this Wisp next turn. So I pick it up and put it down. They draw a Smasher. They can, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I have to block the Reshaper. And they could, like, 8. It'd be close. I don't know if the Smasher would be lethal. But I think the plan is just kill them with this Wisp, because they're very hard-pressed to find an answer to it. They need to find, like, exactly Ballista. I don't even think I'm going to port them this coming turn. Maybe I still have to. Oh, no, they can give this +2/+2, can't they? Shit. Because I didn't actually port. They can tap the Mistress Factory itself. This is going to be actually really bad. Well, not really bad. I could also just not kill this Reshaper so they don't get the draw. So maybe it's... Oh, they're just letting it die? Maybe I don't kill the Reshaper. Maybe I just, like, only kill the Factory so they don't get the extra draw here. Since they're just dead to this Wisp now. I'm going to 15, so I don't die to Smasher. I can port their Factory, and then they play Smasher. Then I take 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we're just going to hope they don't draw. Just deal all the damage to this Factory. Hope to kill them with this Flicker Wisp next turn. Hope they don't draw. Walking Ballista. It's like the only card in their deck that saves them. Sweet. Go out the honorable way. Commit suicide via Ancient Tomb. Alright, we go to game 3. That was a little too close for comfort there. Still have yet to activate an Aether Vial. Sorry, TG Hondo and friend. I think we're gonna run it back the same way. We're gonna keep an Aether Vial hand, and my opponent's just gonna turn 1 Chalice me. I think that's why my opponent paused during that block, is I think they realized the same thing I did. Of, wait, I actually, like, they realized that they could pump their thing to a 4/4, but they're like, wait, I actually don't want to do that. Because they want their Mana Reshaper to die to draw an answer to the Flicker Wisp. Sand is good enough. We have, like, 2 pretty exceptional removal spells in this Aether Vial, and we have multiple ports to keep them off of lands until we get to stuff like Cataclysm. Please don't chalice me. Oh, thank God. Aether Vial, ho! They thought not me, it's gonna be really bad. Take this Council's Judgment. We have a lot of answers to a Thought Knot in our deck, though, so we need to start porting. And we have this Cataclysm to back me up. Like 4 Plow, 2 Path, another Council's Judgment. Mirren Crusader just trades with it. Stoneforge for Batterskull. Or we just draw a pile of lands, so it's fine. So we did last game, and it worked out pretty well. In my deck's defense. Soul Land, second Thought Knot. Alright, at least not second Thought Knot. We're getting somewhere. But this feels like there's a smasher in my future. Oh, is it second Thought Knot? Oh, endless one. Alright, come on. Flicker Wisp? I don't know. Something? Anything? Vial on 2, so like Stoneforge. Helps me live. Another Aether Vial, good. I'm glad my deck heard my pleas of I don't have Aether Vials and I haven't been able to activate them. Yeah, I think we're just boned, because we haven't drawn anything for 3 turns. I'm just gonna like Smasher, just almost lethal me. We would need to draw a 3-drop into this Cataclysm in order to survive a Smasher. We draw a Flicker Wisp at this point, which would be fine. Just want to draw something. Would be nice. Just want to draw something. Would be nice. These draws have not been good. Now we just have to Cataclysm away a single creature. God, that was a funny one. Yeah, these have not been my best draws in the world. I'm gonna keep a Plains and a Vial on 3. If we draw a Flicker, it would have been fine. We could stall this Thought Knot. If we draw Crusader, we're still okay. We can port down their land and Violent Crusader to trade with Thought Knot and then go somewhere. Yeah, of course. Let's just draw another land. Why not? Why not? Actual, like, five land draws. Alright, I'm done. GG's, but was not in the cards to win that game. Three land and 2 Aether Vial as the top 5 cards in my library. We won game... Which game was it? Was that game 1 that we won? No, we won game 2 just now. Yeah, we got cheesed at game 1. We won game 2, so we lost game 1 and 3. Alright, round 4 time. My deck is still salty about me complaining about these Aether Vials, I guess. Also of note, we've activated Aether Vial exactly once, because that game we actually had Aether Vial for multiple turns, but just never ever found a creature to put in. So the one time we activated Aether Vial was when we Flicker Wisped the Sorceress Spyglass, and then vialed in the second Flicker Wisp. So that was the only time we had ever activated Aether Vial this whole stream. Please, okay, not a Chalice deck. It's going to be really sad if it was a Chalice deck this time around. Well, they're going to... If I had one Aether Vial, be okay, because they'd probably be incentivized to Thoughtseize the Aether Vial, but we topped second land. But at this point, they'll probably snatch Mom or Prelate. I'm going to guess Grixis Control. Yeah, the Mom makes the most sense. It's the fastest to come down. I'm going to lead on this Caracas just to not give them extra info. Might incentivize them to make a worse play next turn, just based on me possibly not having a second land. Like, Wastelanding me here. Wastelanding the Vial deck is usually not the correct plan, especially because I can just play second Vial after this. Also, because we just apparently are drawing a bunch of those lands. So I don't know what deck my opponent's playing, though. They go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Wasteland Pass. It was usually Delver that has the Wastelands, but usually Delver doesn't have, like, Thoughtseizes. Because the Grixis control decks don't play Wasteland. They cast, like, Baleful Strike Share. I'm going to be very confused. Young Pyro. Okay, they're just like Delver. Delver can play Thoughtseize. So, not horribly unexpected. Do get a Prelude on 1 here with a GT. Or not here, but the following turn. Which might get real good. They also might just daze my GT, though. Ooh. Preling's also excellent. Please no daze. Sick. Hopefully this Prelate carries me to victory. That is an ambitious... I guess they could have a bolt. Like if I had a Thalia, they just like bolt the thing. But it's a pretty ambitious attack otherwise. TNN would be bad but not the worst. Yes, looks like true name. Could also be a Gurmag, the way they're paying. Gurmag leave Thoughtseize in yard. Yeah. Still beatable, because we have this GT. How's it going so far today? We're 2-1 right now, Felber. We got really unlucky in our Game 3 against Eldrazi the past round. Draw. Our top 5 cards were 3 lands and 2 Aether Vials. Which is not what we wanted. Ooh, a Wasteland. Kind of like that. Just gonna Prelude on 1 here. Equivalent with a GT. Wasteland them anyway. Yeah, wasteland them anyway. Switch out for that speed. Yeah, we beat the spaghetti monsters in round 2 as well, so just didn't work out that game. We're 1-1 on the day against that. And we beat Esper Stoneblade on round 1. So my opponent can't race that effectively. They can trade the Pyro for the Prelate, which is kind of awkward. But I definitely wanted the Prelate in play to stop them from casting like any of the spells in their deck. And then we'll be able to race Gurmag with Brightling, or at least trade Gurmag with Brightling and get counters on the GTA and stuff. Also, we could just fog the Gurmag with Brightling next turn, but depends on what we draw. We might be content just sitting here for a little bit, especially if we draw like a Stoneforge. Or a Thalia. Ooh, perfect. So we're not going to attack, because I'd much rather have this Prelate in play. We're just going to use Brightling to fog the Gurmag, and then develop this Stoneforge. What What am I getting with the Stoneforge? Fire and Ice or Batterskull? Batterskull's pretty bad when they stop attacking with the Gurmag. I have the GT though, so Batterskull's fine. Batterskull plus GT kills the Gurmag. And we'll still have this Brightling as follow-up anyway. Block. Could also pump into a 5-1 and just trade. But I don't think there's any point in doing that right now. When we can just block it infinitely and possibly just deal with the Gurmag ourselves. Although, I guess next turn... next turn? Yeah, next turn I'll be on the Batterskull plan, but... Yeah, okay, I don't think it matters that much. If we draw a third land, we can also just Batterskull plus still pick up this Brightling. I don't know. We could also just take 5 at that point if they attack for some reason, because we can just erase them with the Batterskull plus the GT. We have plenty of options. Another option was just like take the 5 here, have Brightling with GT on it, but I prefer not to get that low if possible. Opponent could steal the game with like a True Name. Because we're pretty soft at True Names. Okay, never mind. Snap concede to the Stoneforge, deal. That makes my line easier. Wait, Snap concede the whole match to the Stoneforge. Oh man, we got him. This is going to be like the world's fastest League of Magic. And definitely not true, but because we're playing a very slow deck. But we've had like 2 concessions in game 1. Our round 2 opponent conceded like when they mulled to 4 game 2, and they're just like, alright, well, we're done. Alright. Let's go. Final round, I guess. Final boss? We're 3-1, so the least climactic of the final bosses, in my opinion. When you're 4-0, it's like really nervous because you want a 5-0. When you're 2-2, it's really nervous because you want to make your money back on the league. But when you're 3-1, it's like, if you win, you get a bonus. If you lose, you still get your money back, so it's not a huge deal. What are you doing, cat? Huh? The cat sitting on my lap. You guys probably can't see it. If I lift her up a little bit, your fat butt, say hi to the stream while we're waiting for this next round. There you go. Let me go back down to sleeping, whatever you're doing. While we wait for round 5. Waiting. What happened to my opponent? I don't know. Because usually the match concessions are due to either salt or because they're like already X3 and they just don't want to play anymore. Like it's like I'm tired. I'm 1-3. I want to play my round 5, but it's against Death and Taxes, and I don't want to play against this, and they just leave. But I don't think Grixis is like Grix Delver's matchup with D&T is so unwinnable that you just like tilt, concede. Not like that Eldrazi player's opponent at some point. Wow, this hand sucks. Double equipment, but we have like one of the most powerful starts, which is Mom Thalia Port. Is that a skin kit? Yeah, it's a Sphinx, the hairless ones. I think this is like barely good enough to keep, but I'm gonna keep it. On the play, Mom Thalia is real strong. I heard you screaming in distress in the other room. Are you okay?
Yes, I was watching Scandal.
Yes, I imagine it was because of your TV show.
It's nap time.
It's gonna be laundry time in a minute.
Oh, it's always nap time.
Ooh, the mirror. Maybe I'm just playing this GT. I'm def just playing this GT. Could also be like goblins or something, but against most Aether decks, I don't think this Thalia is super important. If they don't have a white source this turn, we can just guaranteed get GT triggers. I guess they could also have a Thalia. Don't even know if that's worth it, though. I might just play Thalia plus Wasteland or something. We'll see how the how this turn breaks down. If they don't play a white source here, though, I'm pretty tempted to just... I probably will just equip GTA and attack if they don't play a white source. Because the worst case is that they can violate a mom and block, and then the moms trade and I get GTA counters for the future turns. And the best case is I just get GTA counters and get to like kill their stuff. Wasteland the Wasteland. I thought about it last turn, but not when they played Vile. What's with the sorcery speed activation here? What the? Playing against humans? Oh god, I need to go into the Facebook chat. Am I playing against one of these people? This changes things dramatically. Also, this changes my Thalia dramatically. So that's the sorcery speed Vile activation makes a lot more sense here. Now I think I just need to Wasteland this Caracas and play my Thalia. And Mom plus Thalia can help me connect with this GTA. I'm thinking what the worst outcome is now. Oh, they're trying to prevent me from equipping it, but that's definitely not going to work out. The Wasteland there is fair, though. Like, if that's their only option. I do have to be wary of Pontiff, but usually that's like a one of the main deck that they have to tutor for. They can't even attack here. Some other runes just like brick walls the crap out of them. If they had Kite Sail, no, Kite Sail doesn't matter. Alright, the GTA in play. This attack here strikes me as ambitious. I'm just gonna block the Thalia, I think. Do I call their bluff that they don't have a 2-drop? The normal block would just be like block with Mom here and pro white the Mom, something like that. But if they don't have a 2, I just block the really 10 with the Thalia. If they do violate a card, then I can just Mom the Thalia for pro white, and I take 5. I think I'm just gonna like make them activate the Vial now. Image. Ooh, Image Thalos Lieutenant. That's a lot of damage. Luckily, I can just ping off the image with one GTA trigger. Pro white. Their episode were, yeah. Racing GT is definitely possible here, but it doesn't look great for them. Because I have, like, Mom on defense, too. After I can just equip an attack here. Alternatively, I could like hold the Thalia back and not get the. I think I need to get GT counters aggressively at some point. Like I don't need to tap both my creatures right now, right? Don't need to ping this off right now because it doesn't. It's like always going to be able to die. They can copy their other lieutenant, so this is just going to go in front of this champion of the parish. So we lose if they have Pontiff, I think, though. If they just have Pontiff, we're going to lose this game pretty handedly. But if I get to untap and have like Thalia with GT counters with First Strike and a Mom, it starts making attacking for them really awkward. I guess it's bad if they have like Reflector Mage here too. But we're pretty priced into blocking this champion of the parish. For white. Down to 9. Was that my port? Sure. I think the play is attack with Thalia here, and then equip the GT to Mom. It's really bad for me if they have Reflector Mage, I guess, right? But I just don't think I can like beat a Reflector Mage. If I didn't attack at all, maybe I could have. But even then, I think we're just like dying to those cards. You have this like tutor too. Tutor for a Reflector Mage, untap Reflector Mage the Mom, attack me for lethal. There's definitely a chance we die here. We kept a pretty poor hand against humans. We had a pretty poor hand in general. It was like 3 land, Thalia, Mom, Batter Skull, GT. This GT has how many counters on it? 3, so this could be a 7/7. If I'm trying to eat something. If I'm just trying to block and like get more counters to gain life and stuff, I can just block per white. Gain some life. What's my opponent trying to play here? Another Hierarch, sure. Makes their guys bigger. Attack with everything, huh? I think we can just block the champion. This is 1, 6, 7, 8. Block champion pro white. If they don't put in a human before this trigger happens, we can get 5 counters and actually like possibly kill this lieutenant, and then we just stonewall the champion forever. I think it's better than trying to eat something here. So what's the play? Equip Thalia and attack? Still dying to, like, Reflector Mage and stuff. I think I want to take this Lieutenant off the table, which means I want more GTA triggers. Still have the Mom to Stonewall the Champion of the Parish Fair. We're still dying to Imperial Recruiter, Reflector Mage, or Arzov Pontiff, but I think my opponent's plays have shown that they don't have any of those cards, not yet at least. Because they had 3 mana there. If they had Recruiter, they could have recruited for Reflector Mage and lethaled me, or something like that. I can also just equip Thalia and not attack, is another option. Because now I just have like 2 gigantic blockers, which just brick walls their Lieutenant and their Champion. And plays around Reflector Mage and stuff a lot better. Maybe that's the plan. 5 GTA counters makes this thing a 10-11 at max. So this thing could just eat a Champion of the Parish with First Strike, and it lets me block, pump. If they have Mage, I can pro it. I lose the Mom, but I kill their thing, and I have Thalia with counters. If they don't have Mage, then I can just pro-white my Mom after First Strike damage. So I think I like just not attacking here. I guess the issue is that like that just treads water, and I do want to finish the game. But I think I do kind of just need to tread water for a little bit. If we find a 3rd land, we can just like Recruiter for Flicker Wisps and stuff and try to put this game away. I want to figure out how to not die to horribly to an Orzhov Pontiff, but deal. Yeah, they just can't attack anymore. Nice. Yeah, I don't think there's a plan of, like, Orzhov Pontiff. I think the plan is just to dodge. This Flicker Wisp plus GT can almost kill them in one shot. So I might attack here in the future. I feel a little bit safer attacking now, because I have another blocker to just, like, chump a Champion. I think we'll wait one more turn. So I think we're insulated against most things. A Pontiff is still kind of annoying for us. I don't think it kills us. Thalia's fine. I can also just flicker this champ down to a 1. Some good clean fun right here. Hey, got Mom and Thalia staring down. A couple of big uns. Luckily I have 5 counters on my GTA. Not that anyone on the stream can see how many counters are on this GTA, because thanks Moto. Could cast a 7-mana Batterskull. Because they could also draw like a Caracas. That would actually get me pretty bad. I think I do kind of want to attack here. Because I want to try and lethal them in one shot with the Flicker Wisp, right? I need 6, 7 counters to do that, I think. So if I attack, they could block, I pump, I only get 1 more counter, but maybe not. I think I'm just going to continue my plan of dying to Orzhov Pontiff as soon as they find it. Alternatively, I could just have a single Flicker Wisp and make their champion very tiny. And then just attack, because now they only have one giant guy. Yeah, it seems like a way better plan. Never mind. I would love to not die to that, so... With one giant guy with a Mother of Runes, I feel much safer. We can just flicker out this champion. Even ping off this Thalia. Guess I could also ping off this Hierarch if I wanted, but we're going to attack. Because I don't have to waste a counter on this Hierarch. I was going to have to waste a counter on the Thalia if they blocked regardless. But yeah, this is fine. Alright, sweet, they conceded. Oh. Man, taking game one feels really good there. Especially with kind of how dopey our hand was. We won mostly with just our opening 3 castable cards, Mother of Runes, Thalia, and Umezawa's GT. Recruiter for Flicker Wisp definitely helped. Alright, time to sideboard. I wonder if I want War and Peace. Pro White seems pretty relevant. They have a ton of gigantic white threats. Getting Life seems pretty good. Sort of Fire and Ice on their hand seems pretty dopey. Alright, I guess step 1, Prelate and Thalia are basically unplayable. Step 2. Is Revoker unplayable? The only cards my opponent would have are, what, Aether Vial? Maybe, is it Staticaster? But I think Orzhov Pontiff is the much more popular choice. I think I could just cut, like, both Revokers and the sort of Fire and Ice. Is there anything else that sucks in this deck? Not really. Most of these other cards are decent. I think these cuts look okay. Yeah. Isn't Pontiff a trigger? Yeah, I was talking about trying to turn off Is it Staticaster, and I said that sometimes they play Staticaster, but usually Pontiff is the card they choose, in which case, yes. Revoker does nothing to Pontiff, which is why I kind of wanted to cut them, because Staticaster isn't even a guarantee in my opponent's deck. If I see it for game 3, I'll consider bringing them back in, but sounds pretty good. My opponent moved to 6. Sounds good to me. We have Stoneforge for Jite. Alright. Hierarch, sure. Not a super good draw. You know, like Mantis Rider me? Oh, Vythian Renegades, alright. I wonder if this card is better than... Why were they playing Manic Vandal over this card? I forget. Or not they, but the people in the group chat were playing Manic Vandal over this. I think there was reasoning behind it, but I can't remember for the life of me what it is. There's an argument for Batterskull. But I think there's a better argument for Jite. Castable through... Yeah, that was it. Castable through Blood Moon, yeah. Alright, okay. I recall now. We can just suit up a Stoneforge Mystic. Seems like a pretty weak turn 3. I'm down for this. They don't hit a land drop here. Am I supposed to Council Judgment this Hierarch? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh man, opponent going off. Jite might be like a tiny bit too slow. Could Council's Judgment the Mom? Counter Judgment the Champion? A lot of options. Pretty not weak turn 3 after they cycled that Horizon Canopy. It was a pretty solid turn 3, actually. If I cancel Judgment of the Mom, I can like play Equip GT the following turn. Whereas if I just play GT, I'm just gonna get, or War and Peace here, I'm just gonna get flattened. GT plus War and Peace also helps me stonewall like the Renegades and the Champion over time. I think I just need to kill this Mom. As garbage as it is. Just like take some more of a beating. Hopefully they don't have exactly Thalia's Lieutenant and just crush me for 1,000,000. It's like 8 and 9, something like that. I probably die to Thalia's Lieutenant. I definitely need to get this Mom off the table. I can then play and equip GT, then play and equip Sword of War and Peace. Alright. My concern is another Shatter effect. They could have like a Phantasmal Image for Renegades in hand or something. What are they going to attack with? Both? I'm just going to go for the GT triggers here then. And kill like Champion and Hierarch. I'm at 10, so I could die to... Does Lieutenant kill me? 4 plus 5. Lieutenant doesn't kill me, so... You could have Dismember here too, but I'm just like super dead to a Dismember anyway. Could also not kill the Hierarch, is another option. Just kill this Champion. But I feel like with the, like how aggressively they've been cycling these canopies, they're either like I guess they could be flooded. They're pretty aggressively cycling canopies, so they could just like have third land and me pinging off this Hierarch doesn't do anything. You can not kill anything, just wait that. Yeah, I think that's my best option. It does cut pinging the Hierarch cuts them off of another Vithian Renegades, which is a card that I'm definitely concerned about. Or cuts them off of like Manic Vandal. It doesn't cut them off of Phantasmal Image because they have this Ancient Ziggurat too. And Phantasmal Image is a card that kind of makes sense to be in my opponent's hand. They haven't been able to like treat or something. So I mean I can't beat a Phantasmal Image anyway. So I mean I might be able to beat it. I can't like get rid of it. And I can also just ping the Phantasmal Image with the last counter, which is probably better than pinging the Hierarch because it takes a 3/2 off the board. Lets me get it on with Sword of War and Peace. Yep, that's what I figured. So our best draw is... I don't know what our best draw is. Batterskull, probably, actually. Just natural draw the Batterskull. Cast Recruiter, put in the Batterskull. Taking a hefty chunk here. Oof. Might just be a double chump blocking duty. And then I think we're hosed. We can put in the sword, but then what? I can block... I guess I have to recruit something, right? So let's recruit something. Recruit Ballista and just Ballista for 3 next turn. Like, I could double ping the Renegade, block Champion, ping that. Stalls me, gives me more time to find an answer to a Champion. I could get Crusader. Crusader just eats the Renegade But then I'm still... So assuming I'm like double chump blocking here, I'm going to be at 3. So Crusader, I'm still dead on board to 2 by playing Crusader. So I think Walking Ballista is the best thing that like doesn't just kill me on board. Thalia blocks with Croc. I boarded out all my Thalias. I'm gonna grab Ballista. Block, Ballista block, yeah. Ballista block ping Hierarch is my current plan. We're still dead to a lot of stuff already, but opponent can also cycle this Canopy. They just need to find like Lieutenant, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll still need to find another creature after that, but Ballista is one of the only things that like keeps me in this game. Well, that's rude. Rip Sword of War and Peace. Because I can't put it in. I have to tap the Hierarch, or I have to tap the Mystic to put it in. I think we should have got a Flicker. That's also not. But I'm dead on board with a Flicker Whisper. Oh, I guess I could Flicker the Champ down and block the Renegades. Again, it's all like pretty relative. My answers to Champion and answers to Renegades are like pretty close to the same. Because I could draw like a Mirror Crusader after that, but Walking Ballista also notably takes the Hierarch off the board, which was relevant, but now certainly less so. Could have played a Ballista for 1 that turn, I guess, instead of the sword. But that's a... oh, jeez. Hey, we actually drew a Plow. Are we just dead? We can Ballista, block Champion, double ping Renegades, ping Mom. Untap. Plow, Champ. Still need an answer to Freebooter, right? Because Freebooter lethals me in 2 anyway. I think he has like anything I think we lose. Pontiff? Is that lethal? I think it is. I mean, it resolves. Trigger goes on the stack first. Your creatures get +1 until end of turn, so ping, 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 ping. Yeah, I'm just dead. Ping, ping, block, take, yeah. Weird watching people play against my deck. I want the deck you love. I want my friends to win too. Yeah, it's all good. Definitely interesting. Yeah, it's not looking great that matchup. I'm not sure if we made any like big mistakes. I saw most of the things coming down the pipeline, but just like couldn't really do anything about it. The recruiting line could have definitely been different. I don't think it would have mattered there. But assuming my opponent didn't have that, it might have mattered at some point down that road. Just gonna run it back. Opponent has Pontiff, they have Vithian Renegades, they have cards we know about, so not terribly concerned about like a specific card I want Revoker in for anything. Alright, what do we got now? We could have drawn less lands. I guess that's an option, yeah. Double Caracas again, but it's still really good. Double Mom's excellent. I don't have a proactive way to win the game, but yeah, we do need to practice drawing less lands. This has been like the League of Flooding, which is weird because my last Friday's league was just a league of getting mana screwed. Ooh, a Ballista. Interesting. Ballista's certainly a plan. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have Orzhov Pontiff. Definitely wanted to make this Ballista larger than 1 toughness. I'll plow it. Yeah. There's an argument for not plowing it and getting the plow back later with, like, a Ballista, but don't think I'm super highly incentivized to do that. So if I just cast Ballista here, I just get absolutely demolished by Orzhov Pontiff. Just port them, wait next turn, play Ballista on 2. Like, if I play Ballista on 1 and Wasteland them, then I'm still not getting to mana to pump my Ballista before they have Pontiff on Vial. I think we just don't cast this. This plays into Meddling Mage, but you can't play against, or you can't play around everything. Draw a Cataclysm would be pretty good. Cataclysm, we can keep a Ballista and a Mom. Oh, I didn't port them, oops. Could have actually prevented them from casting this Vial. Now our plan is hope that this Ballista carries me all the way to the finish line. We're just gonna pump it every turn, do nothing else. Pontiff is certainly bad for me here. My opponent kept a very slow hand, so I don't know what's going on over there that they would keep this. It's gotta be reactive stuff, right? Like Vithian Renegades. If they Renegades me, at least it just trades with the Ballista. We're back to square one. Put it on Mono Ziggurats. Pump it, I guess. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna wasteland probably gonna wasteland them, maybe not. My mana might actually just be more important than my opponent's 4th land, but wastelanding the territory notably prevents them from like cycling a Horizon Canopy down the road, or like casting Dismember or something like that. So I think I will just take down the territory. If they had like 2 territories, 2 Ziggurats or something, then I'd be incentivized not to do this. Yeah, I'm very confused on what's in my opponent's hand. I mean, I can't play around whatever this is, so go for it. Recruiter. What are they going to recruit her for? That's a fine one, but why didn't they cast it either? Yeah, recruit Pontiff. But they could have just cast the recruiter and vialed in the Pontiff? I'm not supposed to ping this recruiter, right? Because they can't, like, flicker it. Oh yeah, they can't even Vithian Renegades the Ballista, though. Because I had these Moms in play. Gone for Artifact Destruction. Yeah, they actually can't kill. I totally blanked on that one. the moms actually can protect the ballista from like a Vithian renegades. So they probably have the renegades in hand or something, and their plan is to just pontiff away these Mother of Runes so they can Vithian renegades the walking ballista. But unless we get to like wrath their board too. Sure. I'm gonna give this walking ballista pro green. And then I guess pro white after that, just in case they can cast Reflector Mage on it. Well, I'd be kind of happy if they cast Reflector Mage. I could like ping off both their things. So let's give it pro green, protect it from Vithian renegades. Also because they're using the Vial here. Like, so they can't renegades it until their next turn. Give it like pro white or something. I guess I was supposed to give it pro red in case they have a Manic Vandal too, so that was maybe a little bit dumb. If they have exactly Manic Vandal, I'm gonna feel kind of like an idiot. Lieutenant. Well, I guess this thing actually does have 2 toughness, so I can't ping off both my opponent's things. I'm just gonna ping this Pontiff though. Maybe I leave the Pontiff in play just so it doesn't like haunt things. It's the same thing as the other guy, so yeah, I don't know what my opponent's plan. Might have another lieutenant. Then I can just ping off the second lieutenant too, with my 2 pings. The first ping here is going to go towards this recruiter, and then if they vow on another lieutenant, I just ping off the first lieutenant. Then they have lieutenant and a 3/3 pontiff, which is a little bit tough to beat, I suppose, but definitely better than them having like a huge board state here. Okay, yeah, they have another lieutenant. Could pick off both the lieutenants here. Give them 2 3/3s. Oh, maybe I was supposed to ping off the... Yeah, I think I was supposed to actually ping that lieutenant, because I just didn't realize Phantasmal Image with their recruiting. I'm so confused. We're going to kill this. And then... Do I let this one resolve? Probably. I think my Blizz is more important than killing one of their things. They're going to recruit an artifact destruction thing, but that's for next turn, and by then I can have like 3 counters on this ballista, so... Yeah. Which means I can like ping off the 2/2 recruiter and their image recruiter or something like that. Nope, they're just recruiting another lieutenant. Doesn't seem like the best plan, opponent, but okay. Wasteland me. That's actually kind of annoying. Oh no, they're just gonna cast the lieutenant, right? This one I will also let resolve, because again, we can just ping off the lieutenant and the recruiter here. Solve a 1/1 and just have these 2 3/3s to deal with. Ooh, that path's really good. We're just gonna pump, ping, ping, pass. They're hellbent, so they can wasteland me, which will get annoying because I actually will not be able to pump the walking ballista in the future. I'll be able to pump it once if I like play the Caracas out, but opponent had like a very, very weird turn there. Also, I'm realizing that I have like 5 minutes left on my clock, so probably need to play kind of fast. That was just like a highly unusual sequencing. This a Mantis Rider? Sure, we have a path. You take a good chunk here, but they found another lieutenant with the recruiter area, so we. Why not land for path? Because then if I play the land for path, then I get wastelanded this turn right now, and then I won't be able to pump. It might have still been correct to play the land for path, but ooh, Crusader. I think I want a Crusader play land for path now. Crusader blocks this Pontiff, and path kills the Mantis Rider. Is there a reason to path it now? Phantasmal Image, I suppose? No, we can kill the Phantasmal Image with Ballista. They'd rather Phantasmal Image the Recruiter, so. Yeah, opponent took the really, really aggressive line. I think they could have played that turn, like, drastically differently and possibly been more favored here. They still might take it. They still might win this game, but. Ooh, this is gonna be a bummer. This is a no, Lieutenant's actually not that bad for me. Wait, so this path, this Rider, Crusader still eats this. Oh, geez. This is like, if they like snipe path instead of plow here, I'm gonna get so blown out, but there's like no way they soul read path of Path Exile. You just like automatically need plow. I've only used one, so there are guaranteed 3 more in my deck, and there's like between 0 and 2 paths. Yeah, they ain't plow. That's definitely a card I should have played around, though. I wonder what they're gonna haunt. The Walking Ballista, maybe? Maybe they're Meddling Mage? Yeah, sure. Wasteland's a good draw. Still don't think I can attack quite yet, but they also can't attack now. We're sort of stabilizing. If they attack with both, I can just block the Recruiter and ping it. Go to 3. And still continue to play around like this haunt trigger happening and like killing my Ballista or something like that. All right. We're all in on one plan. We find Jite, I think we win the game. Or like a Stoneforge. I wonder if they're just like pump checking me. Putting like a Revoker, it's kind of annoying. Lieutenant, huh? That's also kind of annoying. but not like egregiously so. Still gonna just kill off this lieutenant, so I don't have to play around these vials. So now if they attack with both, I think I have to ditch the ballista. Too bad we don't have collar. That'd be nice. No attack. Oh, that's great. I was actually kind of concerned about an attack there. What is this going to be? Another meddling mage. They're preemptively naming Swords of Plowshares here, probably. Or maybe, like, Stoneforge Mystic at this point. I do have 3 minutes left. I need to keep, like, actually playing fast. Not paying attention to my clock. When I should be. Just going to pump this Ballista Pass. Cataclysm would be a nice draw. Yeah, the name Stoneforge Mystic, that makes sense. Oh, that's a pretty nice draw. Do I cast it right now? I get to keep Crusader plus Ballista. They keep 1 creature and a Vial and a land. I can keep Wasteland and also Wasteland their thing. Am I going to win if I do that? I don't think I'm going to win yet. Shoot, I need to like actually think about this. This Cataclysm is important, but I don't know if it's important yet. Would I rather pump or would I rather just cast it right now? Cataclysm, Wasteland. I have a 2/2 Ballista and a Crusader. How do I win from there? With my Vial, I guess, before they do. I think I just kind of have to cast this. Oh no, I don't win with my Vial because I have to keep this thing. This is not a great play. They're keeping their 4/4 Recruiter. Oh yeah, I forgot that trigger happened, so I can't attack this turn for sure. Yeah, I think this Cataclysm cast was bad because now I can't attack or anything. I'm just kind of stuck, hoping that I draw out of a Cataclysm and my opponent has an Aether Vial and I don't. So yeah, that Cataclysm attack was really bad. I forgot I couldn't keep like the Ballista and the Vial because I was trying to think too fast with 2 minutes on the clock. Now I can't just like pump this Ballista infinitely. Probably just supposed to Wasteland this, even though again we're not favored from this position at all. We need to draw like land plus plow to win. Alright, step 1. I think I might need to start like F6ing at very poor moments. Oh shit, that's not good. What do they recruit here? Reflector Mage? Sure. That's probably game. Yeah, this that Cataclysm is definitely not a correct cast. I was thinking that I would have an Aether Vial here, in which case, like, we have a Wisp, we'd actually be, like, super favored here. And they just bounce my Crusader and kill me in, like, 3... Oh, they drew Rider? Shit. Now we're ultra dead. that was bad. I think we might have. I don't know. They drew a second recruiter, which would have been really bad for me. I don't know if we. I'm curious how that game would have cracked had I not just fired off that Cataclysm there. Because I don't know what's my opponent's hand. GG's though. That was a good game. That was a very interesting game 3. I think it's like straight up a misplay to cast that Cataclysm there. Let me go back to that game for a second. So, what happened? They didn't draw the recruiter for a while. If we hadn't have catted, we drew Flicker Wisp, which would have been pretty relevant at like defending myself. I would have just like had to have kept pumping Ballista every turn. They could have recruited for like an artifact destruction spell or something, but that's still. I could have the Ballista could have been like a 4/4 or something at that point. I would have drawn a Plow. I never drew like a Stoneforge, so the Meddling Mage doesn't do a lot. I don't know. I don't think it's possible to like say without knowing whatever cards my opponent drew that they didn't play. Notably, the turn after I cast the Kata, they immediately top decked Unclaimed Territory, which just does nothing. I think there was a decent chance we win that game if I don't cast Cataclysm. I think by casting Cataclysm I killed myself, but. That was definitely a factor of just like the clock was down really, really low, and I was tanking, and I made some incorrect decisions based on me having like 2 minutes left. Anyway, that should be everything tonight. Let me see who's streaming. 5 people streaming Legacy. Julian's streaming. Arkin's streaming. Arkin's in the chat a lot. We'll go host Arkin. Never actually watched him stream, but looks like he's playing Blue-Black Tez. I see Chalice, Ballista, Opal, Dimir Signet, Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, this looks like Blue-Black Tez. Anyhow. Let's wrap up everything. Oh, I need to record that loss. In fact, the human's probably down at the bottom here. Yep. 2, 5, or 1 and 4 in that matchup. We won game 1, which is actually surprising. Lost game 2 and 3. I don't think that matchup is like. I don't know. I guess that last game was not actually super indicative of what that matchup turns out. Either, because my opponent kept a very weird hand. I think most of the times you lose to humans are their super fast starts, and my opponent did not go off fast at all. They didn't do anything for like the first 3 or so turns of the game. Unfortunately, neither did I. So shit just broke in the wrong way. Anyway, that's gonna end the stream today. I usually do double streams on Fridays, but at work they just called in like mandatory overtime, so everyone has to work 8 hours extra a week, which cuts into my weekend because I just go in on Saturdays and work 8 hours, which is really garbage. But I also like want to have a little bit more free time, so we're gonna start cutting the Friday streams off a little bit early until they stop with mandatory overtime at least. I'm sorry, Palladian. But yeah, I needed a little bit of me time with a 6 day a week schedule. It's really shitty, not gonna lie. Before you leave, have you seen Swiftblade Vindicator? Is that the red-white one? The red-white keyword soup, double strike vigilance trample, something like that? I'm gonna keep giving my spiel at the end here, Palladium, but you can ask whatever questions you have about Swiftblade Vindicator. Unless there is it playable in red-white taxes, because the answer is just no. Put that one on the table. Anyway, that's gonna end the stream here today. I'm gonna answer Palladium's questions first. Oh, what do you think about it in Modern? I don't know. I think it's still unplayable with Legacy. I don't know enough about red-white taxes, but I don't think it's playable in that deck either, or like in any deck in Modern, really. So it's like a better fencing ace, right? But fencing ace is already very unplayable. And I don't think giving Fencing Ace, Vigilance, and Trample makes it like enough of a better card to be playable in any deck. It probably has more merit in Legacy than Modern because equipment exists, but it's just not going to do any job particularly well. And like, I just don't see it. Like, if you have a case of like some like, oh, it can go in this shell and you can do this and this, then I might like think about it. But just thinking over like red-white taxes, they don't want a 1/1 double striker for 2, right? Does Trample does nothing in Modern, right? Because you can't pump it. So it's a 1/1 Vigilance double strike. And is that much better than Fencing Ace? No, and Fencing Ace is unplayable. If you're not pumping it, it's bad, and I don't think you're pumping it in Modern, and like you're barely pumping it in Legacy, and it's just definitely not good enough. The card is designed to like synergize with the mentor mechanic. You like put 1/1 counters on and stuff, but if you're not doing that, I guess you would think about it in 5-color humans with Thalia's Lieutenant, but even then, you have better options. Again, it's not that much better than Fencing Ace, and Fencing Ace is like very far from playable, is my spiel. I'm sorry to like talk about that so much, but there was also a person in the Discord that I was talking to earlier about it, and I was just like, no, this card's bad, don't play it. Just don't try. Anyway, that will wrap up my stream tonight, afternoon, whatever. If you want to see more Death and Tax stuff on the channel, you want to support my endeavors, you can follow, subscribe, or donate. Follows are totally free, help you know when I'm going live, and they help other people find my content as well. Subscriptions get you a sweet Thalia emote, always hanging out here in the chat box, the sideboard, or whatever, and they get you a Thraben-themed sub badge while you're in the chat. Donations, I'd be more than happy to play a Death and Taxes list that you want to see taken through a league. Just let me know beforehand. We can talk about like the list and stuff. Other than that, you can subscribe to me on YouTube or follow me on Twitter. YouTube, I always just post the leagues after I'm done going live, so if you want to see a bunch more Death and Taxes content, there's a ton of videos, Modern, Legacy, all over on that. And Twitter, I mostly just post when I'm going live on stream and stuff, so if you want other updates from me going live, you can look for me there. Links for those are down below. That should wrap up the stream. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Sorry about the short streams on Fridays now, but I'm gonna hope that changes in like at least a month, because overtime sucks. I like having a 2-day weekend. 1-day weekend is garbage. Anyway, see you guys all Monday.